You ever feel like you're working hard but not seeing results? It's not always because you're doing something wrong. It could just be that you're in the wrong season. We all go through seasons of growth, of stillness, of struggle, and of harvest. But most people get stuck not because they don't know what to do, because they try to treat every season the same.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome to the fam, welcome to the game, welcome to the mob, welcome to the squad. You feel me? If you're not new, welcome to another video. Y'all actually enjoyed the last one I did like this. I might just start calling these tea time because I got my tea, you feel me? It clears my mind, it allows the energy to just flow, all the positivity just flowing through me and stuff right now. First thing in the morning, we wake up, drink our tea, and then we get the day started. I told y'all. Don't wake up. Well, after you hydrate, you drink your water, take your electrolytes, take your greens, take your reds. You do all that stuff first. That's the non-negotiables. Next thing, I don't go coffee. I go tea. It just allows me to ease into the day, just like I said. And then if I need to, I might have a coffee, somewhere midday, but in the morning at least, we go tea. But even though last video was the first video style that was like this, I actually like making these already. Like I've already caught the joy from making it. Just because I feel like we all need to hear that, like that one thing that's going to either get us back on track, make us tighten up, make us get back on our shit, or make us relax, allow us to slow down, allow us to take a back step and just realize what season of life that we're in. And that's the topic of today's video, is just knowing that we're always going to be in a different season. Like life isn't linear. You're not going to be in one season your entire life. You're not going to just always be on go, and you're also not gonna always just have time to just laze around and be chill and vibe and like be tranquil. That's just part of it. That's part of life, and that's something that I've felt and dealt with a lot in these, I want to say, past 2 years of my life. It's just really past 2-3 years, to be honest. It's just understanding, okay, I'm in this season of life, and just realizing what I can get out of specific seasons, because we all have different seasons. We have the time of life where we're on go. Things are meant to sped up. You're supposed to be moving fast. You might not even have time to put your mental first. You might not have time to relax. You might have to sacrifice sleep. It doesn't matter. Whatever your goals are, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, it's going to get affected some way, somehow when that fast season comes. But then you have the contrary, which is not necessarily a slow season, but I want to say the slow season. And what I mean by the slow season is it's just a season of reflection and growth and planning, and just taking a step back to be like, okay, I need to get here, but I'm currently here. But to go from here to here, you might have to go here, and then you might have to take a little turn, and then you'll get there, because it's not necessarily just like a straight line. Like think about, everybody's seen what a stock market chart looks like. It's never just a, it's always I think I used this same reference in my last video, but it just makes sense, because you're gonna have those seasons where everything's flowing, everything's going good. Whatever you touch, whatever you look at, it's just like it's hitting. And then you have that boom, you have that dip, you have that retracement. And in trading, real quick, free game for y'all, but you might not care. That's pretty much just a Fibonacci sequence. Everything in life goes through a Fibonacci sequence. Everything goes up and it has to retrace in order to keep going up. And the same thing if you think about something going down. The bad times don't last forever. Bad times don't last forever. Slow seasons, bad seasons don't last forever. It's up to you to pivot and realize and gain a conscious, how would I say it? Gain a consciousness of what season that you're in. Like being more aware, consciously aware. That's what the word I was looking for. Being more consciously aware of what season you're in, and taking full advantage of that season so you can allow it to do what it needs to do for you. And the crazy thing is, it's something I've actually been dealing with for the past 2 years. Well, not anymore. Figured it out, got to the root of the problem, grounded myself, and then worked through it. But for the past 2 years, pretty much, things have been like rocky internally. Not to say I'm in a bad space, not to say like life hasn't been good. Life has been amazing. It's been full of blessings. It's been full of, life is full of ups and downs regardless. But once I moved to Houston, things just felt different. I wasn't in my normal ecosystem. Yes, I did find love. Yes, there are people here that support me. Yes, like things externally were going well, but internally, things were just different. And I didn't really understand what it was. But the whole time, it was me coming into a new season of my life. But I was still trying to operate as if I was in the other season of my life. So because my mind was here, but my body, my physical was here. There was never a sense of cohesion because I was trying to operate as if I was still in this bubble, but I'm in a new space. I'm in a new unknown gray area, gray bubble that I need to bring my own light and color to. So that was my internal battle, and I was fighting it for like the past 2 years, and I just really didn't understand what was going on until I took time to get back to my routine, get back to the things that I know worked for me in the past when I had these feelings before. And it's crazy thinking back about it because 5 years ago, I was in the same space when I first had I want to say it's when my frontal lobe developed, okay? But about 5 years ago, when my frontal lobe started forming a little bit, and I was still in Orlando, I was still in school, but I just had that vision or that feeling of just like something just started clicking, like everything up here just started firing off, and I needed to just change what I was doing because prior I was in a season of just a season of being a degenerate, you could say. Not a full degenerate, I'm still going to school, I'm still doing my schoolwork, I was still on top of stuff like that, but I wasn't locked in, and I'll say I didn't necessarily have a clear purpose, clear vision, a clear reason to, just keep going or stay on a specific track. I was just figuring stuff out. Like literally, it was just trying different pieces of the puzzle and see what would fit. But within that, it was just a lot of unproductivity and just a lot of time just going out, having temporary fun, a lot of just, doing regular teenage to 21, 22-year-old stuff, which, is pretty normal, despite what you may see. Now you got people that's like 19 and they feel like they got life all figured out. But that's not like the real norm. And I feel like because of social media, that's shifted people's perception. So I was doing typical university student stuff. But once I had that shift, it came from me realizing, okay, I'm in a different season. I'm in a season where I need to slow down. I can't say yes to everybody. I can't go to every event. I can't make it here, make it there, make it to this dinner, make it to this lunch, make it to brunch, all of that stuff. I had to slow down. I had to kind of realign myself. And that's actually when I found myself. I had to realize, okay, what is the path that I'm going down worth it? Is the path that I'm going down right now, will that lead to anything positive? And the answer was no. The answer was no. So not to say it was anything bad with it. Again, I was just a university student, just figuring stuff out. But at the same time, I'm grateful that in that time space that I was able to have that realization and just come to fruition with the fact that I'm just in a different season. I'm entering a different season. Because once I did that initially, then I went through a slow period for a while. I grinded. I want to say it was maybe like 4 months of just me finding my routine, just me saying no to everything. Like when I tell you I said no to everything, I'll say no to everything. And my biggest thing was I wanted to change my body. I wanted to change how I felt. I wanted to become healthier. I said no to every single thing. Like I couldn't eat fried food. I told myself I can't eat fried food. It's going to mess me up. I told myself no drinking, no partying, no going out, like none of that. And again, everything in moderation. But for me in that season of life, I just had to leave it all alone. And now fast forward, that compounded. Yes, I did the extreme measures. I went cold turkey from everything in the beginning. But then that allowed me to develop that sense of moderation and develop that sense of, okay, I can do this in bits and pieces, but when it's the right time for it. Because I'm the type of person naturally, I'm a goer. I'm an on go, like I'm all in or I'm not doing it. Plain and simple. Like I have two extremes. Like I have I'm counting every calorie, counting every step, counting every ounce of water I'm drinking. And then I also have I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like thinking about what I want to eat. I just want to go out. I just want to have a good time. Like naturally, that's me. And I had to learn how to have those two things coexist within me. But that only came from me understanding, okay, there's a season for everything. That's why. There's a season to be locked in. There's a season to be on my stuff. There's a season to grind, put my head down, keep my feet in the dirt and just keep driving. But then there's also the season to pump the brakes, relax, vibe, go with the flow. Because those slow seasons is what allows us to gain that energy and that drive, that go to wanna, pursue that fast moving season and have the energy in order to keep up with it at a fast pace until it's time to dial it back. And at first I didn't realize it, but moving to Houston was the start of my slow season. And I don't want to keep using the term slow season. My planning season, my season of reflection, my season of, okay, I'm in a new space, I'm in a whole new city, a whole new big city at that, a whole new state, whole different culture. I need to sit back, soak this all in, figure it out, and figure out where I fit in all of this. And because I was still trying to move like how I was moving when I was in Orlando, it just was a major juxtaposition, and I just felt uneasy, and I felt like I started falling behind. So now that led to me feeling as if I'm falling behind, feeling as if I'm out of place, feeling as if I'm lost, I don't know what I'm doing. But in reality, it's just because I never really took the time to sit back and realize that, hey, I'm just in a different season. Because I felt like I started throwing darts and literally nothing was hitting. I feel like I started throwing darts, nothing's hitting, nothing hitting. And then, you get that one in between, and then you're just like, okay, this is it, boom. But no, it was literally just that's just the flow. It was just the flow. And I was trying to go against the grain with the flow. I was trying to go against the grain of the trend. And one thing I learned from trading is when you go against the trend, you're going to lose. Like majority of the time, you're going to lose. Some way, somehow, you're not going to come out on top. And once I actually came to terms with how I was feeling, then it all made sense. When you try to move as if you're still in a fast period or in a fast season, but you're supposed to be in a relaxed, reflection, rebuilding, planning type of season, you're gonna feel like you're burning out because you're trying to move so fast, but you're not going anywhere. It's like that dream where you're trying to run, but your feet aren't moving. And that was one of my most irritating dreams to have, because I'm pretty fast. I've always been pretty fast since I came out the womb. And whenever I have that dream, I'm just like, bro, like what is going on? I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get up out of here, but my feet just won't move. It just feels like you're trying to run through quicksand or something. It's the same exact thing, just applied to real life. So we're trying to move so fast, but our feet and our spirit and our just everything about us is supposed to be in a rebuilding, planning, refocusing type of season. But we see everybody else that's in their fast season, and that's kind of what it is. Everybody has their season at different times. My fast season might be your slow season. Your slow season might be my fast season. Wait, I just said the same thing. My slow season might be your fast season, and your slow season might be my fast season. We might be in a fast season together. We might be in a slow season together. It's really just all about knowing and understanding what season that we're in. And then once you do that, then you can adjust and you can move accordingly. And you start to lose that feeling of feeling like you're lost or feeling like you're burnt out, just because that burnout feeling is so uncomfortable. I've gotten burnt out so much in the past 2 years in comparison to when I was just letting things flow in the past. I've gotten burnt out so much, and it's because of that. I ran out of that black peach tea that I had, so now I had to go just like a classic Earl Grey. I need to upgrade to those like loose teas that you gotta sit and brew and stuff like that, just because, I'm actually liking tea now. Like now I want to deep dive into like, why do I feel this way when I drink this tea versus why I feel this way when I drink this tea. I'm a rookie right now. Like I know there's like green tea, white tea, herbal teas, black teas, but then I don't know like the deep dive. So I do want to get into that one day. Completely random. For now, we rocking with this Earl Grey with the coconut cream, zero sugar coconut cream coffee. English. Zero sugar coconut cream coffee creamer. That's what we're rocking with. But just like the 4 naturally occurring seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall, we have 4 seasons of life that we go through as we're working towards our goal and we're building ourselves and we're pursuing a better life for ourselves. You have the first season, which is the building season. The building season is the one that it just doesn't feel good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just the slow season. It's the boring season. It's the season where you're just sitting back and you're planning, you're building, you're working, your head is down, you're grinding, your foot's in the mud, you got boots on the ground, and that's the hard season where you're working, you're going, you're putting in your hours, you're putting in your time, and then you just feel like nothing gets rewarded. You feel like you're just not seeing the fruits of your labor, and that's because you're building, you're putting those seeds in the ground at that time So you can't expect to see the flowers in a week. You can't expect to see the flowers in a month. Like that's just not how it's going to work. You just have to pretty much forget about time. Like the construct of time, you just have to completely forget about it. Not think about it. Just show up every day, do the things you know you're supposed to do, and stay consistent. You know, you have your routines, you have your systems. You go through those, and hold on. My fault, y'all. It's just the sun. The sun keep messing with me, and it's trying to mess up my life. And it's trying to sabotage me. That's what it is. It's really trying to sabotage me. But yeah, you keep showing up, you keep going, and that's the building season where you're literally building the foundations. You're laying those foundational blocks in order for you to eventually see the fruits of those labors, because everything that you're doing has a purpose. Everything that you do on a daily basis has a purpose, and it should be pushing you towards that end goal. But as cliche as it sounds, the journey is the beautiful part, because it's the one part that you have no clue. You have no clue. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what today's going to look like. You don't know what next week's going to look like. You're just consistently showing up, and you're giving it your all. You're giving every single day your all, whatever that might look like. Every day isn't going to be the same. You're not going to have the same amount of energy every single day during the building season. Sometimes you can knock out 5 projects in a day. Sometimes it might take you a week to knock out one. It really just depends on what it is. And me, honestly, I'm in a building season right now, just because I want to build a better life. Not to say my life is bad at all. I'm blessed. I'm beyond grateful for everything that I have, for the people that I have in my life, everything. But I want more. I just want more. I want more freedom. I want more time freedom, location freedom, stuff like that. So that's what I'm building towards. That's me taking a step back from the things that I was doing, and now I'm setting other blocks in place in order to take that next step. It's like building stairs. Literally, it's like building stairs. You got to add a little more concrete to the second layer, and then you got to add more to the third. You got to add more to the fourth, more to the fifth, more to the sixth in order to get to that end goal. You can't just jump from 1 to 6. It just won't work. You're not going to make it. It's not enough material in between. You're going to fall in between the gaps. It might crack. Foundationally, it might be weak, and that's really what it is. We really just have to enter a stage where we're setting those building block foundations in order for us to propel forward. But again, it's the one season that's super slow. It's boring. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look good on social media. You're not going to be able to post about it like that. Nobody's going to care, just because it's the society we live in. Nobody wants to see the building part. Everybody wants to see the glamour, the glitz. But in reality, the building season is supposed to be ugly. It's not supposed to be cute. It's not supposed to be pretty. It's just supposed to be slow, and it's just supposed to be a grind. And that's like equivalent, my ex-athletes, y'all know, that's equivalent to conditioning. Conditioning sucks. It does not feel good at all, but you're building up that stamina. You're building up the conditioning. You're priming your body, prepping your body in order for the preseason. And once preseason comes up, then that's when, okay, you're starting to see a little bit, but you're not in tip-top shape. You're not really there. You're just taking the things that you were building in the off season, and you're applying it, but you're in like a little weird gray area, because you're not at your peak performance yet, but you know you're getting there. You're taking strides. You're starting to feel a little better game by game. You're feeling a little better and closer to when the actual season starts. Now you're fully prepped, you're fully primed, and you're good to go. And now that leads into the bloom season. And this is where things finally feel like they're aligned. You start to feel like you're finally getting your break, and you're starting to pick up your stride a little bit, and you're just striding out. You no longer have to grind it out. You no longer have to be in that grind phase. Everything that you were doing in that grind phase, now it's pretty much just showing, and you're just riding that wave, and the fruits of your labor are starting to show. And this is the part where people start to glamorize, in a sense. I want to say this is the part where we want to showcase, because now we're starting to see the results. We're starting to actually build that confidence and feel like, okay, I feel like myself again. Like everything that I was doing, okay, I went through this hard time. It might not even have been a hard time, but it was just slow and not pretty and ugly. But you went through that, you made it through that. Now you're at that point where it's like, okay, I could pop my shit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You get that confidence about you, and it seems like everything you're doing is just clicking. Everything you touch is just working. Everything is just coming to fruition. But we can't get too comfortable in that, because the same way that we were just in that grind period is the same way that this period also temporary. That bloom season is not forever. Literally everything that goes up got to come back down. So now you start to enter into a transitional period or a transitional season, and that's pretty much where things start to shift. The comfort starts to end. You start meeting a little bit of resistance. Like once you reach a peak, the ceiling's only so high. Like once you reach a ceiling, think about it. You have to, in order to keep going through a ceiling, you have to break through it. In order for you to break through it, you're gonna come back down, and you got to figure something out till you get back up there, and you're like, you know what? I got to do this to get through this. Because think about the roof. Look up at your ceiling right now. Look up at your ceiling right now. You can't get through there physically. You could try to jump right now, and you're just gonna hit it and come back down. In order for you to actually break through it or figure out a way to get through the next time you jump and get up there, you got to come back down. You got to figure something out. You got a game plan, and then next time you go up, hey, maybe you have a hammer. Maybe you got an axe with you. Maybe you got something. Maybe you got a jackhammer that can get through there when you jump. But first, you had to go up. You had to come back down. You had to figure out some stuff. Something had to change. You had to go get a new tool, and then you could go back up and get through the ceiling. Same as that thing with transition season in our life. We have to come back down. We have to reassess, and there's going to be a new objective. There may be a bigger objective at hand. There may be a whole new goal in our life that we have to slow down, and now we have to evolve. So that comfort that we were at the top is going to go away. That comfort's going to fade. People that were with you when you were in that bloom period, they might start to go away too. You know, your real one's going to stay. Your real one's going to stay. The people that's rocking with you going to rock with you through every single season. And that's another thing too. People are only in our lives for seasons. Like you have people that are in your life for life, but you have people that are in your life just for a specific season that's supposed to serve a specific purpose within that season. And it's not bad at all. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just a cycle of life. We just have to realize, okay, this person is just in my life for a season. Now, I'm not saying you go into any relationship with somebody and think that this person is just in your life for a season. No, be a good person, be a genuine person, be a genuine friend. Don't just try to use people and all that. No, not at all. But when things just seem like one day you wake up and you're just like, oh shoot, I haven't heard from so and so in a while. That person was only supposed to be in your life for a season. Let's think back to middle school for a second. You don't have those same friends as middle school. At least not every single one. You might have a couple. Like me personally, I got some of my boys that I'm still cool with from middle school, and they're my brothers. We still like this. We knew each other since middle school. But it's not everybody that I was cool with in middle school. It's not even everybody that was a part of that group that we were in middle school that we're still cool with and we're still friends with. We still kick it with each other, hit each other up. No, that's not it. Those people were just in my life for that season. Same thing with high school. Same thing with college. Like there's people that you meet in life throughout different seasons that are just supposed to be in that season, nothing else. Like I know when I was going out partying and stuff like that, there's people that I met that I was cool with, and I was getting into events that I shouldn't even be in because I was too young, or I'm going here, going there. Like you get to meet certain people within that season of your life that are gonna propel you within that season, but they're not necessarily a part of your larger goal, I should say. So those people that I met when I was going out, when I was partying, when I was having fun, and you know, you're getting into the parties for free, you're promoting parties. Because there was a point in time I was random lore. I was promoting parties, promoting events in Miami before Miami is what it is now. Like there was a party called Pangea, and I used to promote it. I got cool with the promoter, got cool with the DJ, stuff like that, because of one of my friends. And yeah, we were rocking out, you know. It was Pangea, it was Island Fever, the spring break parties, like all of that. It was cool. I was good off face, pretty much. I walk in, I'm just like, I'm good off face, show my little flyer, boom. All right, I'm good. We Gucci, we having a great night. It's a great event. But that was just for that season. Those people are no longer in my life right now. And it's no bad blood. Like, it's no bad blood at all. But I just came to understanding, like, okay, those people were just meant to be in my life for that season. Moving forward, you know, you have those people that you stay around you for life, and they're your family more so. It's like a extended brother, extended sister, extended cousin type of vibe with those people. Everybody else, they were just meant to be in that season. It's never no bad blood. Everything's out of love, but they just weren't supposed to be a part of my next stage of my involvement. And that's what brings you into the still season. The still season is where now you're evolving. And in a sense, it's kind of like you're going back to that building period, but the still season is the time before that building period. So this is the time where you relax, you recover, you really dial back, you reflect. So now you're reflecting. Not only are you reflecting from your bloom season, you're reflecting from your building season, your last building season. okay, what did I do? What are the things that got me here? What steps did I take in order to get to this point in my life? And that's what I did after I moved to Houston. Literally, I had my season not too long ago, pretty much like the second half of this year, because like for my birthday I went out. I'm not really like a go outside type of person, like every weekend, every month shit, like not even every other month. But if occasion calls for it, I'll go out, I'll pop out, whatever, cool. So I went out and that was fun, night out in the city, doing things that I don't do on the daily, having fun. My boys came in town, cool, we hanging out, we hanging. Once we hanging good. But then after that, I just got into a reflection season where I was like, okay, I did that for my birthday, but now it's I'm reflecting and I'm thinking, how did I get to this point in my life? And in order for me to get to the next point in my life, what are the things that I need to do? So this is my relaxation period. This is the time where it's also slow. It's slow, but it's more relaxing because it's slow, but you're not working as hard. And I didn't feel like I was behind. I didn't feel like I was getting behind on anybody. I didn't feel like I was like failing. I didn't feel burnt out. I didn't feel like I was failing myself or anything like that. Because the only way you fail is if you never get back up and try. That's the only, really and truly the only way you fail. I didn't have any of those feelings throughout this specific season, just because I already came to terms with, oh shoot, okay, I'm just in a reflection season before I go into my new building season, where I want to build this life for myself, where I want to take myself here, where I want to take myself from here to here. And it's all steps. So that's why I didn't beat myself down about it. I've been taking it for what it is. I wake up, I do my routine, I control my controllables, and I go about my day. I might watch some more TV. I've been watching like more movies and stuff like that, just rebuilding my mind, resetting my mind, and recovering. But it's all active. It's all a part of the bigger plan, because with me doing that, I'm able to come up with ideas like making these type of videos, because I know, hey, if I had a little brother, if I had a little sister, I would want to, I would want to be able to give them the blueprint. And I see y'all as like my family. We all go through stuff at different points in time. We all get an understanding for life at different points in time. When I was younger, I was always around the older people. Like ever since I was 3, 4, my mom used to always say I wanted to be in the conversation with a 40-year-old. So I've always had older people telling me things and just giving me a little bit of wisdom. So that's why I may seem as if I'm older than what I am, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm still, I'm not the youngest, but I'm also not the oldest. You feel me? You feel me? I'm still under 30. I'm still under 29. If you're 29, you're 30. Now, in your still season, don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's easy to freak out. I started freaking out. You start feeling like, damn, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I fell off. That's what people like to say. I fell off, or I'm chopped. And no, you're not, bro. You're completely fine. You're just in a still season. It's just a period of rebuilding, refocusing, refining, and planning. You start to plan for your next season. Now you don't want to just be fucking off. You don't. I promise you don't. You don't want to just be dicking around, because now that sets you back, and now you have to go through another still season in order to build, and then in order to bloom, and then in order to shift again or transition again. You don't want to just dick around with it. You want to make sure that you're actually taking that time to plan, have fun. Use this as time to get back around family or reconnect with the people that you may have put not on the back burner, but reconnect and just rebuild or strengthen relationships with people that are in your life that you may not have had the time to when you were in that building period or when you were in that blooming period. And that's pretty much what I like to do, is like when I'm in my still period, I like to be more present. Right now I'm in a building period. So I haven't been as present, like in terms of with friends, with family, and it's just a part of it. It's part of the cycle. Don't feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up about it, just because you're gonna be good. Like you're gonna be fine, and the people that are in your life for the long term, they're always gonna understand. And it's also up to you to communicate. Like, don't just go ghost and just never check in. Like, even my friends know I'll go ghost. I ain't gonna lie, I'll go ghost, but I check in. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, but I'm gonna check in. Just be like, oh, hey, y'all, I'm locked in right now, or it's been a lot of my mental, or it's just I've been working a lot, or something. Either way, you got to check in, because you don't want to just go cold turkey and just fall off the face of the earth. Like, no, that's, you want to make sure that you're working on your communication skills and you're actually communicating like, y'all, no love lost. I love y'all, but I'm just in that mode right now. I'm just grinding. And that's okay, because the people that are in your life, like I said, for the long run, they're always going to understand that and they're always going to respect it. So for anybody that's in that still season right now, breathe. You're doing fine. Relax. You're just in a resting period. You're in a refinement period. You're in a readjusting period, because it's either you're building, it's either we're blossoming, it's either we're transitioning, or we're resting. And you need to be able to rest in order to get the energy to go back through these 3 seasons, because if not, it could get real tiring and you could burn out real quick. And the older I get, the more I'm starting to realize that burnout really starts setting in, or it starts affecting you a lot when you put yourself on a deadline. Because the truth is, none of us know our timeline at all. We don't know when we're supposed to be doing certain things. We don't know when we're supposed to reach a specific point. We don't know when we're supposed to be in a specific place. But it's just up to us to keep showing up, keep working, keep doing the things like we know, or like we actually have control, like full control over it. But in reality, the best thing we could do is just make sure that we're prepared. Just be prepared for when that time comes, or when it's time for us to be in a specific place, be in a specific position, be at a certain point, be in a specific season of our life. It's just up to us to be prepared for when that time comes. So it's super important that we take notes on ourselves, we take inventory on ourselves, and take inventory on our mental, and have a realization of, okay, life is going like X. I feel like Y, and Z is where I want to be. What isn't adding up? Like, what isn't adding up in the moment? Life is moving fast. I want to chill, but I want to get here. Life is moving slow. I want to speed up. I want to get here. If those things don't ever align, then that vision will never come to fruition, just because you're always going to feel like you're battling against yourself. You're always going to feel like you're fighting against what life is putting on the table for that moment. So if life wants you to speed up, hey, rock out, go with the flow. If life wants you to slow down, take a back seat, pump the brakes, cool it. Because even though I was out in Hawaii, and if you've never been to Hawaii, it's like super chill, mad slow, like typical island life. When we think of island life, except it's different in the Caribbean, because Hawaii shuts down super early. And especially the side of the island that we were on, we were in Kailua, and pretty much everything closed by like 7 o'clock. So super slow life. But I was still in that, I want to say almost a scarcity mindset of, oh, I need to keep going, instead of just breathing, relaxing, and taking advantage of where I was and being where my feet was. Now I had my days where I would go to the beach and I would relax and I would like clear my mind, but that's just like regular morning routine things for me. I didn't really fully embody it, what it meant to slow down, relax, reset. And I felt like it showed. I was still trying to speed up, but in reality, life was telling me, take it easy, slow down. This is the time of relaxation. This is the time of repositioning. This is the time of thinking. And because of the timing, it was around 2. It was the beginning of the year. You feel like you need to have everything like set. You feel like you need to have your foot on the gas, but I didn't need to. Like in that time period, I didn't necessarily need to. Everything was kind of flowing. I could have taken advantage of just resting and vibing and just going with the flow, going day by day. But we live, we learn, we move on. And it's just all a part of just life. And I'm starting to realize it again. It's not like I'm 45 and I have the most life experience, but I was around older people, so they put a lot of wisdom into me at a younger age. So I'm starting to grasp things a whole lot earlier than what I've realized a lot of my peers don't understand until they're, in like their 30s and stuff like that. And especially me being you feel me, it's something that we may not understand until a lot later, if I'm being honest. Like, that's just what it is. Like, call a spade, that's just what it is. That's what I'm trying to put y'all on, because I know within our community, especially, the minority community, especially the immigrant community, mental health and having an understanding of how you are mentally and just being super in touch with your emotions and stuff like that, it's not emphasized for us, and it's almost looked at as a weakness. But in reality, when you are actually in tune with your emotions, how you feel, how you're thinking, what's going on up here, what's going on in here, you almost look at it like a superpower. You gain a different understanding. You walk through life differently, and you look at things different. You don't stress about the things that the average person will, just because you know it's with a purpose. Little minute things don't disrupt your entire day. We're still human. 100%. Like, do I still get upset? Of course. Do I still get rattled? Of course. But it's just for a moment. I understand something's gonna happen. We're gonna have a human reaction, and then boom, I'm over it. It's not gonna affect the entirety of my day, the entirety of my week, which is something that I had a bad habit of doing before. But just having that understanding of what you're dealing with emotionally, what you're dealing with mentally, and just having a purpose behind it, and realizing like, oh, okay, this is why I feel like this right now, or this is why I feel like I should be here, but I'm not. And just having that understanding just allows us to navigate and go through life and not stress about it so much, because it's not the hardest thing. Life isn't hard. People make it harder than it needs to be. Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not hard. You just have to be in tune with who you are, what's your purpose, what do you stand for, and once you're in tune with that, you're in tune here, then your physical is going to start to reflect, and you're going to start to see the things that you're feeling on the inside. But unless you do any of that, that's why it seems so difficult, or that's why it seems like we always have to push through some type of resistance. But it's because we're not taking that time to understand who we are on a deeper level, on a mental, physical, spiritual level. Y'all, the sun is not rocking with me right now. It keep dipping, it keep moving, all types of stuff. But it's time to go train. But before I go train, I gotta go eat. I need to get something in my system. I've been having a new breakfast. I know I literally just showed y'all breakfast, and I said this has been my go-to. But right now, I've been kind of going towards ease. I've been leaning more into, okay, what's a little easier to eat? And I've been making boiled eggs. I haven't had a boiled egg in forever. The other day, wifey said, I want a boiled egg. I was like, you know what? I haven't had a boiled egg in years. I don't think I've had one since I was like 10 or 11. And my mom was still making me breakfast because she would make the boiled eggs because she liked it. I'm gonna go make breakfast real quick. Then we're gonna head to the gym. We're gonna boot up. We're gonna get fueled and get nice and, get the glucose in our bodies, get ready to move. And then I got deadlift today, but it's my deload week, so I'm not going super, super heavy. Plus, dealing with an injury too. I'm gonna talk about that when I get to the gym. But for now, let's go make some breakfast.
Baby girl, for you, I catch a felony. Nigga play with you, ain't mad as top, but this ain't Kennedy. They don't wanna see you win, just call it jealousy. Making sure you shit is what I do, cause that's my specialty. They say where you from, and I say Tamarack. Niggas looking at me throwing signs, but I ain't scared of that. Really know some killers that will handle that.
Super, 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 super simple breakfast. Literally 5 boiled eggs. But I only eat 2 of the whole eggs, and then I just eat the egg whites from the other 2, throw the yolk, the other 3, throw the yolk away. And I'm not much of a baker, but I made these oat flour banana bread muffins. I would have put it in a loaf, but we didn't have a loaf pan. So banana bread muffins with oat flour and protein powder. So protein, oat flour, banana nut muffin. Ain't even got nuts in here. Banana bread muffins. I completely forgot I did not end up putting the nuts in there. It was my first time like baking. Other than just like sticking cookie dough or like a pre-made cinnamon roll in the oven. Not too shabby, especially because it's a little healthier than regular banana bread. Not too shabby. And then we got 2 mandarins, fruit glizz, vitamin D3 and K2. This is essential. Make sure y'all taking this. This is low-key a cheat code. I need my creatine to come in though. I've been waiting on my supplement package to come in for the longest. Man, I'm a whole grip ball right now. I'm pretty much out of everything, and I don't really care for the pre-workout right now. I'm in that season where I don't care too much about pre-workout, but energy drinks, I still got energy drinks, so I'm clutch. Energy drinks, L-carnitine, creatine, must every single day before every session. But I ran out of my creatine, so I only got energy drink and L-carnitine, so I'm gonna make some shake. But if there's any supplement that y'all should be taking, listen. I'll go out on this one, on this statement. Creatine. I don't care what your goals are. If you're trying to cut weight, if you're trying to gain weight, build muscle, lose muscle, just be healthy, just have a healthy brain, healthy bodily functions. Creatine, 5 grams a day. If you're somebody that like you do strenuous activity, 10 grams a day. I take 10 grams every single day. you can take upwards of 20. At one point in time, when I was like a bodybuilding prep, I took like 20 grams of creatine every day. I was looking crazy, felt crazy, and still got my hairline. So whatever fads or whatever myths that you heard about creatine, 99% of the time, they're not true. But I'm about to bust this down. Super simple, super quick breakfast. Again, told y'all I just wanted to eat for like the efficiency of it. I didn't care to make it look pretty. It's literally just my protein, my carbs. It got a little bit of fats from the egg yolk. I don't even think I got fats in here. No, I don't have fats in here. I didn't put the nuts in it. So right now, that's the season that I'm in. I'm eating for efficiency. And then, you know, I have my 1 or 2 meals throughout the week where I'm just like, all right, this is my meal. This is the meal that's for me. But on a daily, I've been eating super simple, just getting my fuel, getting what I need, and getting to the gym. That's literally been my morning routine. That's been my breakfast routine, my breakfast regimen as of late. Last time I saw y'all, I actually had to deal with an injury, so I'm bouncing back from that. When I failed that squat, I ended up actually bruising my ribs. So the past, I want to say the 2 days after I shot the video, after I saw y'all, bro, I couldn't even stand up on like my own power, like getting out the couch or like getting out of bed, laying down, sitting down. Everything was just uncomfortable. But you know, we're rebuilding, and just like I said before, it's crazy because it lines up perfectly. But I'm in a rebuilding season, and right now I have to rebuild my body. Didn't train for the rest of that week, and then I definitely haven't hit legs. So then I went to hit legs earlier this week because that was about a week ago. I went to hit legs on Tuesday this week, and my confidence for any leg movement just wasn't there. That was probably the worst workout I had. But then I just told myself, you know what? I'm in a rebuilding season. I have to just get whatever numbers I was able to do out of my head and rebuild my confidence, rebuild my base, and then I'll be able to move on and build from there. And then, you know, we're going to be where we need to be anyways. But right now I just need to take it at that pace. Bench felt amazing. And today I got deadlifts. So we're going to see how that goes. But again, I'm not stressing too much because pretty much anything where I have to bend, I feel it in my rib. It's better today. Today's probably the best it's felt since. So we'll see. But again, it's a deload week. So it's really just go. I'm going there. I'm going to hit my deadlift. I'm going to get some activation going. And then I will most likely just show y'all my deadlift, not necessarily bring you in the gym. I would want to, but somebody, shout out, bruh, he was like, damn, you talked most of the video just for you to get to the gym and have bad audio. My bad. The music in the gym is piercingly loud. It's super loud, all right? So as I figure out how to get the voice isolation and bring down the music in the background when we at the gym, y'all got to work with me, all right? Y'all got to work with me. It's a two-way relationship. I'm trying to give y'all the content. Ideally, in a perfect world, I'll turn the music off. But now that's me being selfish. I can't do that. But, you know, we're going to figure that out. But for now, I'm knocking out this breakfast. I'm going to head to the gym. May see y'all at the gym. I may not. Well, I'm going to show y'all my deadlift for sure. At least the top set. And then I'll see y'all when we get back to the crib.
Can't never change on my brother, they was there when I was nothing. All them long nights, we stayed up late cause we was hustling. Tryna make sure my son don't never want for nothing. I'm so paranoid, you pull up wrong, they get the bus in. Remember they told me that I couldn't do it, thank God I made a way. No new faces around me, if I don't know you, please just stay away. I miss Lil Steve so much, but I just know he in a better place. I miss my dog so much, but I just know they in a better place. They know for sure he grinding for a better lifestyle. Been losing all my niggas lately, why the fuck would I smile? VVS diamonds, they shining, we don't need no lights now. Tell my mama kick her feet back, everything gon' be alright now. Hey.
Never judge a book by its cover, that's how you slip off. Always stay 10 toes down, that's how you trip off. Never give your niggas a reason to ever switch off. Keep your family close, all the God about all your wishes. Remember growing up, mama told me don't burn my bridges. Staying on my grind, and your nigga just on a mission, yeah. Yeah, I'm on a mission. Your nigga on a mission. On a mission, on a mission, on a mission, yeah.
Oh, solid lift. Can't lie. I can't be mad at it. I didn't want to do too much because it is my deload week, so I didn't want to do too much. But deadlifts, that's crazy. But deadlifts actually moved pretty solid. I'm not mad at it.
again, told y'all, dealing with the bruised rib. So I'm coming back from that. At the same time, I also just didn't want to push too much just because I want to give my body that time to recover. And yeah, I didn't want to pretty much hinder all of the progress that I've been making just to try to ego lift. And it's my deload anyway, so calm weight was on the bar, literally nothing crazy. And today's also my secondary leg day, where it's really just more of a activation. So I didn't necessarily like push no crazy weight. I did single leg press. I think I had like 2 plates on each side, and I did hamstrings, I did abductors, like just a little small maintenance stuff. I have 3 leg days a week right now, and it's kind of sick because my legs grow very, very fast. So I keep Thursday to literally just deadlifts, activation, get up out of here. And then tomorrow's my rest day. So I'm actually looking forward to that. Just resting, working, getting some stuff done that I need to get done. But it felt super good just getting in today, actually like having confidence in my lift, kind of, sort of. I want to say my confidence in lifting did take a hit. I put the belt on for literally like my top set, and it felt terrible. I felt it adding pressure to the same spot again. So yeah, I might not put a belt on for a little minute. I got a 13mm belt for anybody that's wondering, but for me, the way my proportions are set up, I think it'll just be better for me to get a 10mm because I'm used to a thinner belt anyways. Like I could lift with a thin belt and it doesn't mess up my range of motion. 13mm belt, I feel like it'd be doing too much. It's too much material, too much of the leather, and it just messes up my lift more than enhances it. So I think that's gonna be the next step. Got to get a thinner belt. But I'm gonna close this one out here just because once I get back to the crib, that's me and wifey time. I ain't give her no attention all day. Make sure y'all showing y'all significant other some attention, man. I know we all grinding. We all locked in. We're all locked in right now, but make sure you're still giving the people in your life attention. I know they're locked in too, but when y'all can make the time, like we set aside time for ourselves every single night, just because like that's our routine. Once we clock out, it's just for us. Like phone goes on do not disturb. Shoot, half the time I don't know where my phone is. Pretty much around once 9 o'clock, like 8-9 o'clock hits, I just throw my phone somewhere on do not disturb, just because that's our time, that's her time, and she understands I'm grinding. I understand she's grinding, so we're both coming together, we're both working together, and it's one of those things where we have that common ground, we have that understanding, and it just makes life easier. It makes the relationship a whole lot easier. It makes everything just feel like a breeze, just because we know like, okay, we may be locked in from the moment we open our eyes up until like 8, 9, sometimes 10, sometimes pushing 11 o'clock. But for the most part, once we clock out, that's it. And now it's our time to just have fun. Honestly, we just be like big ass jits in the crib. So make sure y'all having fun with y'all significant other. Make sure y'all just, yeah, that's really what it is. Just keep having fun. As long as you keep having fun, the shit don't seem so serious, and it doesn't seem like it's so hard to maintain realistically. And we pride ourselves on just having a lot of fun. But I'm gonna close this one out here, and I just wanted to leave y'all with the thought of whatever season you're in life, bro, you're good. Let me not just say bruh, because you may have some women do be tapping in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all too for tapping in. But whatever you might be going through in life, or whatever season you might be in right now, just embrace it. Realize what it is. Take it for what it is. Call a spade a spade. Don't try to sugarcoat it. If you're in a slow season, don't try to make it seem like you got all this motion going on. If you got hella motion going on, hey, lean into it, ride the wave, rock out. And then once you get to that point where, all right, you got to pivot a little bit, or it's time to put the motion elsewhere, you got to slow down, you got to plan a little bit, just embrace it. Just embrace it. Whatever season you're in, don't rush it. Don't rush to get into nothing. Don't rush to get out of nothing. But despite anything else that might be going on, just trust yourself. Trust your plan. If you see yourself doing something, you set a goal for yourself, there's a reason why you got that vision. There's a reason why you got that thought. It's from a way higher power than what you may think. It didn't come from just you. You didn't just come up with it on a whim, whether it had been in a dream, whether it had been just in a shower randomly. It came from a higher purpose. It came from a higher power. So lean into it, trust it, and just pay attention to what season of life you might be in. And you want to make sure that you're putting your energy into the right places when you're in that specific season. So if you're in a fast season, you're in a season of blooming, you're in a season of growth, you're in a season of exponential growth, especially, ride that wave, give it your all, empty the tank, give every day what you can, give your 100% for that day. 100% in each day looks different, but give everything you can, because when that slow period comes, now it's time to switch that energy into something where You might just be relaxing. You might be focused on recovery. You might be focused on mental health. You might be focused on focused on your physical health. You might be more focused on stretching, whatever it may be, yoga, whatever it may be, to just calm yourself down. That's still energy expenditure. Even if you're recovering, even if you're doing calm things, even if you're meditating, it's still energy. So be mindful of where you're putting your energy, and be mindful of what season you're in. Because if you're putting your energy into the wrong thing in the wrong season, then you're still in the same boat. Things just won't feel like it's lining up. But before I keep rambling, because I'm already about to get stuck in traffic, there's gonna be a nice little calm drive home while I'm sitting in this Houston traffic to get back to the crib. But y'all made it to the end of this video. Just comment season. Just comment season. So I know you made it to the end. That's how I know we locked in like this. But as always, y'all stay up, stay safe, stay blessed, and there's nothing but love on this side. So until next time, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.